All right, guys. Been here in Utah for 6 days now. The eclipse was kind of cool to watch from my point of view, but I know you guys didn't get to see anything. I'm sorry. One friend of mine said he liked hearing me describe it at least. So, hey, at least you got it described to you. All right, guys. Today's Monday. Oh, slept into like 6, and then I laid in bed till 9:30. But we're all packed up. Gonna swing by Richfield, probably try to get rid of our trash, fuel up, and maybe get some Kentucky Fried Chicken. I saw a chicken joint in there. Something different. Make sure I eat today. Like I said, I have a horrible habit of not eating. I just don't eat. Yeah, and then we're just take the slow route to Bryce Canyon down that way. I got to do some research. I don't think since I'm non-monetized that I can't film in a national park. Because I know if you're monetized, you can't film in a national park without permits. But I'm going to check on that before I go spend $80 to go to those two parks. Because if I have to get permits to film, kind of why go? You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff on the outskirts that are cool as well. So we're going to get out of here. Head south, should be that way. Just the way the sun goes. No, should be that way. That's right. Should be that way. All right, guys. Well, we're going to head out of here. And we're going to take, like I said, we're going to take the slow route. We're going to stop at everything we can show you guys that I can find. So let's do it. Let's get in the road. All right, guys, take two. We're at Butch Cassidys' hometown, home as a child. I did a whole video and never pushed the button. So, all right, guys, let me show you what we got here. Got implements of farming. That's pretty funny. I was flipping the thing back and forth and everything. More implements. And out here we got the barn. Kind of neat to find out if there's something under these slats, wouldn't it? But I'm sure somebody went through this place. This is probably built long after he was arrested and killed and everything else. But yeah. Not much of a live action place going on around here, eh? Not much to do other than try to make food. And you wonder why people left. All right, let's go in here again. All right, wash basin, dinner table with the cook stove, wood stove to heat the place also. There's old Butch just hanging out. I don't know if he wore that dress. I don't believe so. Yeah, pretty Spartan. People think they need 40 bedrooms and everything nowadays. But mattress, stove for cooking and eating, table, and a wash basin. What else did you need? There's some kind of coin on there. I can't tell what it is. But, all right, guys. Got this glass up so you can't actually go in, but you can look around. Yep, pretty cool. Guess you could have slept up there, maybe. I don't know if the heat would have been good up there. Chimney goes right up through. Heat normally rises, but yeah, you can tell this was a cold house. All right, let's get out of here. All right, guys. Stay in the shade for a minute. So I still haven't figured out if I can go into Bryce Canyon and film. I don't believe I can. And I really don't want to spend $80 to go into two parks if I can't film anything. So we're definitely going to look around the outside of the park. I know there's supposed to be a lot of cool stuff around. And I'm going to double check on that real quick here when I get some internet service and find out if I can or not. So, all right, guys. Let's start heading to what we can find next. All right, guys. So we're starting the $1 Million Highway of Utah. Not for the same reason as Colorado's $1 Million Highway. I think it's just for all the beautiful views. But we are entering Red Canyon. We're outside of Bryce Park right now. And it's pretty darn beautiful right now. I'm just at the first scenic lookout, so alright, let's see what else we can find. Alright, let's see what this highway has to offer. I pulled over, got the camera out, put it on the tripod right after a bunch of hootums, I think is how you say it. And then as soon as I pull it out, it went to flat grassland. I'm like, what the heck? There's some over there. But it looks like we're not going into the park because everything says I can't take a picture. So we're just going to drive the highway here a little bit, maybe try to find a place to camp. Some back over there. I was in the wrong area. Here's comes some. This footage probably really sucks. I mean, I'm driving and holding the camera, so. Well, guys, I wanted to get a really nice campsite for tonight, and this is a pretty nice one. The one I wanted was on a cliff about 4 miles up the road. The guy I had gotten gas with in Ridgefield, I left before him, but I stopped and got a Carl's Jr. cheeseburger. He beat me there. So unfortunately, I came to this one. This is a really big area. It's got lots of spots, and there's a cliff out there. But it looks like every spot on the cliff over there is also taken. But it's a beautiful day. Highway 12 let me down a little bit. It wasn't quite the $1 million views and everything they were talking. But it was still a nice drive. As soon as I turned the thing on to get the hootums, they were gone. There was like 1 mile of hootums right at the beginning. But we got to go back that way, so maybe I can catch it. But all right, guys, I'm already set up. Car's already good to go. Everything's all charged up. Like I said, it's still a nice place. It's a little windy up here. It was dustier than heck. I was going to stay down a little lower. But when I was coming up these last couple roads over here, it's just dusty as heck. See, maybe over there in that tree, see it was kicking up some, but yeah, it could be a nice night. Hopefully it cools down. It's probably 80 right now. But yeah, all right, guys. This is our view from today. Hey guys, one thing about van life. I forgot to buy a vacuum. And all these little prickly things here, everything in the desert sticks in you. And they're horrible. But I forgot to buy one of those yesterday. And a week ago, and whatnot. Cannot forget tomorrow. Or the next day, whenever I leave. I may not leave today. But, yeah. It's pretty dirty in here. And it's pretty discombobulated. Because I just haven't figured out how to... I just got to get rid of more stuff. As soon as I clear this stuff out, that's food. That gives me more foot room. I can do more things. You know, it's tight in here. And I've been driving all day. I didn't clean up for you guys. Because that's van life. This is what it really looks like. It doesn't look like the $25 million rigs all the time. It looks like people living in a vehicle. And I got to get some more bins for towels, or got to start doing some more of that. But yep. Gotta clean that up when I leave. Gotta buy a little vacuum cleaner. The other thing about being in the desert, everything picks you, hurts you, and can bite you, but the dust, you can see it over here, but ugh. Dust is like, ugh. On everything. Sorry guys. Yeah. Just an FYI for potential van lifers. Good morning, everybody. As you can see by the first picture there, a lot of people pulled in next to me last night. I went to sleep pretty early, so I didn't really notice it. Van life chores, carrying duty to the dumpsters. Yeah, real van life. So, yep. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this byproduct, and I'm gonna take a little hike today. I don't know if we'll see anything, but see what we can find. We got to get out and do some walking. All right, guys. Well, at least we're getting some views. Not a bad view of the canyon over there. That was a pretty sweet rig there. I just showed you a picture of. I didn't want to get too obtrusive, but that was a pretty big Mac Daddy Outlander vehicle there from somewhere overseas. But walk down here, see what I can see out this way. Hopefully I'm not bothering these folks, but yeah. There's water all over the place. I don't know if it rained last night. Everything's muddy. Oh God, it's muddy as heck down this. I don't know. I sleep pretty sound in that car, but well, the mud will wear off. Yeah, it's really muddy. And yesterday it was dry as a bone. Of course, I didn't walk through the canyon or over to the edge of the canyon, but it's kind of odd how some places are wet. Alrighty. You guys got to see this. This is pretty something nice here. Yeah, this is what I wanted to overlook, but the spots were all full. I walked over anyways. Yep. This is what I miss. Being out hiking, seeing this. Alright, let's keep hiking. Alright guys, so we've hiked quite a bit today. If any of you aren't familiar with BLM land, basically it's just Bureau of Land Management that they control and do with whatever they want to. And basically you can stay 14 days in the same spot for free. If I remember correctly, the law is you have to move 1 mile after that. But there's lots of people here. But think of it as just a really big campground with no site numbers. And no water, and no electricity, and no bathrooms. But a lot of it in the desert, there's a lot of off-road vehicle use. So it gets really dusty. But there's roads everywhere over here, so. But, I don't know, there's one spot back there near a van and a camper. Obviously they know each other because they're only parked like 4 feet away from each other. Guy didn't even wave when I walked to the site next to him. So that kind of shows me they didn't want me around. Or he's just really, really not friendly. But, you know, get a vibe, you follow it. His dog came up, he was nice, friendly, you know. But, alright, we got a couple more miles to hike back. Beautiful day for it. Could be a little cooler, it's probably already in the 70s. It's only like, I left it 9:30, quarter of 10 maybe. So, yeah, it's gonna be like 80 today. Gets down to 40 at night. Beautiful. So, alright guys. But yeah, just a big open place with lots of campsites that are kind of made by us, by humans, trashing the environment, right? Yeah, well. Alright guys, heading back to camp. Hey guys, so went for that hike earlier, relaxed for a little while, and as I've said, I have an issue with eating. I don't eat. I forget to eat all the time. Yeah, yesterday I had that Carl's Jr. burger at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Other than that, I had some of that ice cream that I bought middle of the night. Just a personal issue with me, but I need to cook something. So I'm trying to decide between ramen with Velveeta, which I love, or ramen and sausages with Velveeta, which I love as well. So I think that's what we're going to do. Ramen, Velveeta, and sausages. Alright, let's get cooking. Alright guys, unfortunately my clicker stopped working. So what we're going to do today for dinner, I really liked these sausages the other day. They're apple chicken sausages. When it was mixed with the ramen and the chili crunch, whatever you want to call it. Other than that, yeah, don't really like them very much. But we're going to put one of those in there. And again, I'm throwing this on the ground, but I will clean it up. Just my garbage is over there. So we're just going to go ahead and cut these sausages up in the pan. Just one sausage. But like I said, I have an issue with eating. I forget to eat most times. And I don't know. I have an issue. When I was young, I watched my father just big old huge plate of crud and cover it in like ketchup and it was always disgusting. And my parents were bigger folk, and I think that bothered me a little bit. I'll be right back. Had to get a towel. But it bothered me to watch them the way they ate. It was disgusting. It didn't look nice. You know what I mean? And the food didn't taste good. When I was young, we were on a Spartan budget. I didn't spend a lot of time with my parents. I spent more time with my grandparents. Doing a little olive oil in here. And my grandparents I really loved. Unfortunately, wasn't even told when my grandmother died. Won't get into that, but alright, let's fire this thing up. Alright, let's fire it up. But I just never, and then on top of that, I'm allergic to eggs and ketchup. So, yeah, it was just, to me, it drove me nuts. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a sear on the sausages here quick. And then we're going to throw in a package of ramen, some water, and some Velveeta. So we're basically going to have mac and cheese and sausages. One issue when you're cooking this lifestyle, or my lifestyle, the camping way, hiking way, whatever you want to call it, your regular mac and cheese, things like that, they don't hydrate very well. Now I could put a box of macaroni and cheese in here, do the whole 4 cups of water, blah, 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 blah. Do all that. But, yeah, I'm not really doing all that. So we're just going to sear these sausages. Or this sausage. Cut into 32 pieces. And then we're going to throw in the ramen. Then we'll add some water to top the ramen off. And then we'll throw in the Velveeta, and we will have a very nice macaroni and cheese. If you've never tried it, you really should. Guess I'm at a little incline here. That little rock. No, too big a rock. I just gotta level it out. Alright, we got the sausages going. They smell wonderful. They smell like the oatmeal, the cinnamon oatmeal, or apple spice oatmeal, whatever it is. They smell really good, but if you don't put them in, add something to them, they really come out to have a really sweet flavor. So, I mean, with the chili, it was excellent. Alright, water faucet. Gotta turn the water on. So, how much water do we need for ramen? No, first time trying it this way, but when I hike, I do ramen cold in the morning because, again, I have a hard time eating. So whenever I want to stop and can force myself to eat a little bit, it's ready. So in these dishes, sometimes not really sure how much I need. And obviously right now I need more water. I mean, there's very little water in here. So we'll go ahead and turn that on again. There we go. That should be plenty, I think. It's not going to be enough. Add a little more. I really do like this faucet, by the way. It really is just easy. You know, I got my 6-gallon water jug right here. I am thinking about putting a heater back here. Trying to figure out the way to do it. I have to drill through the floor, insulate the heating pipes, the intake and the exhaust. So my thought is to leave here. I have some business I have to take care of. And then go do my gold panning in California. Place this on the PCT. And then go to Quartzsite. Because there's so many people there. I'm pretty sure there are places that will help me take care of that. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Alright, we got the ramen boiling. I probably put in just a little more water than I needed. But like I said, when I'm hiking, I know I can throw a ramen in a Ziploc bag. And I know how much ramen's in there and the view of the water. I'm not so used to cooking like this for my hiking meals. But that's alright. Not really hiking. I hiked today. Alright, we got sausage and ramen looking pretty good. And I think the water isn't too bad. There's more than I need. But we are going to now throw in a big old hunk of Velveeta. And I know a lot of people are going to give me stuff about this. I love Velveeta. Okay, I just threw in 2 big hunks. That's a lot of Velveeta, I'll tell you that. Alright, we got our 3rd bag here. We're going to throw this in. Throw this in the fridge. Forget about it. And now, we're just going to stir in this Velveeta. Oh, that's looking good. That's probably a little more Velveeta than I needed. I'll tell you that. But I like cheese, guys. And you're going to say, oh, that's not real cheese. But you know what? I like it. Alright, we got to kill this fire. Oh, I killed it like 2 seconds quick. Thought I had enough noodles in there to keep it, but alright. I almost want to throw some more of that chili in here, but you know what? I am. I'm going to throw some more of that chili crunch in here. This is good stuff. This is a cheap one. And like I said, it's just really chili oil and chili flakes, but there was some of that in there. What the heck? All right, guys. Now we got to shut this off. Now it's hot. Now it's ready. Everything's creamy, crunchy, wonderful. I'm going to have to put this stuff away for a little while because I'm not hungry, even though I need to eat. But I'm not really that hungry right now. So, alright guys, that's cooking out of the back of the SUV. And, hey, we're going to be here for a couple days. Like I said, not exactly sure of everything I'm going to do. See if this works again. Never does. I don't know why I love this whole thing on trail, but now it never seems to work. Alright guys, I'm going to package this up, maybe eat a few bites and relax for a little while, and then maybe we'll talk about what's going to happen. Alright guys, I've decided this video is probably going to be like 20 minutes long. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. You saw me make my food. You saw me driving across Highway 12 in Utah, which I'm kind of disappointed on. I'm going to stay here probably tomorrow and then head towards Zion National. And I have some business I want to do on Friday. So I need internet and telephone service, talk to people. But then I think I'm going to California to Goldpan for a little while. And if you didn't see the change of hat, it's my Carlos Santana fedora that I love, but starting to think I shouldn't have it in the Sorrento. But all right, guys, the macaroni and cheese with sausage was excellent. I only ate a few bites because, again, I have a hard time eating. I will eat later, I promise. Tonight I will eat. But you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for watching, subscribing, sharing, commenting, liking, all that good stuff. And hey, I'm going to try to get on kind of a schedule. Every 3-4 days to get a video out. So, all right, guys, I'm going to put this one out for you guys, and we'll see you next time on Jelly Bean Outdoors. Love you all.